Welcome. We want to look at the introduction to matrices. What is a matrix? How do we define a matrix? Okay, so a matrix is a rectangular array of numbers. These numbers are called entries or elements and are arranged in rows and columns. For example, okay, this is an example of a matrix. Okay, so now when we talk about a matrix has got what we call the rows and the columns. Okay, so these are the rows. Okay, this is a row and also this is a row. Okay, so it has got two rows, 1, 2. Okay, and the two columns, 1, 2. Okay, so two rows, 1, 2, and two columns, 1, 2. Okay, so these are what we call the rows and these are what we call the columns. Okay, very important. Now from here we have to go to what we call the order of a matrix. Okay, what is the order of a matrix? How do you know the order of a matrix? So we're saying the order of a matrix is given by the product of R times C. Okay, where the order of a matrix is equals to R times C, where R is the number of rows of the matrix given and C is the number of the columns of the matrix. Okay, so this is how you can find the order of a matrix. Now here I want us to look at these examples. State the order of each of the following matrices. So I've got matrix A there, matrix B and matrix C. Okay, so how do we write the orders of these matrices? Okay, so now if you look at this first matrix that we have, okay, since we want to find the order of this matrix, so the first thing is we have to write down the formula for finding the order of a matrix. Okay, then we know that the formula for finding the order of a matrix, the formula is given by R times C, okay, or R by C, okay, meaning number of rows by the number of the columns for the matrix. Okay, so this is the formula that we are going to use. So now if we go back to the matrix here, this first matrix that we have, this has got how many rows? 1, 2, 3. So it has got 3 rows and how many columns? If you count the number of the columns here, you'll find that it has 1, 2. Okay, the number of the columns, there are 2. Okay, so 3 rows. Okay, it has got 3 rows and 2 columns. Okay, so hence the order will be given by 3 by 2. Okay, meaning the number of rows by the number of the columns. Okay, so if we go to the second matrix here, this matrix has got 3 rows and 3 columns. Okay, the number of rows are, if we check, we have got 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and the number of the columns we have 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so since we know that this matrix has 3 rows and 3 columns, meaning we can find the order, and we said the order is the number of the rows, which is 3, by the number of the columns, which is 3 again. Okay, since it has got 3 rows and 3 columns, meaning the order is 3 by 3. Then if we go to the third one, C, this one, okay, if you check C here, this one has 1 row and 3 columns. Okay, 1 row, which is this one, which is if you check, it's just it has got 1 row, which is 1. Okay, it has just one row here. So, and the number of columns 1, 2, 3. So to write down the order, we said the order is given by the number of the rows by the number of the columns. So in this case, we start with the number of the rows for the matrix, which is 1, okay, by the number of the columns, which is 3. So 1 by 3. So this is how we can write down the order of the third matrix. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.